I guess for events marketing, um, it's a B2B industry. And most of the times, especially for all of my experience has been in B2B. And one thing that I realized and I noticed in most companies, marketers forget that they're marketing to real humans. So they are very much focused on sort of marketing to another business or a specific job title. We need to target these people for this event. And the communication, the marketing comes across very like generic promotional. This is event, this is who will be speaking, these are the topics, these are the key takeaways, you'll meet this person, but there is an element of why missing, and there's an element of what will this do for me as a person. And so I think over the years, back 10 years ago, we could get away with it if you had really top speakers that will be speaking there. If you have to be really, really like world renowned speakers, like Barack Obama speaking at an event, you don't need to do any marketing. People will show up. People don't care what he has to say. They just want to hear from him, for example. But if you have more sort of speakers that are expert in their fields, and you just assume as marketers that this, because we know that these people are great at their job and they're great speakers, people would want to hear from them. What we don't really realize is like, well, why? What does that do to my life right now? How does that affect? Does it make me better at my job? Am I going to learn something from this person that I won't hear anywhere else? So you really need to think about the value proposition for each person that attends. And how another thing is like segmenting and tailoring your message and personalizing it per person. And even if I get that there's a lot of different types of like people might attend an event, but having at least one level of segmentation where, like for example, in finance, it's a huge sector. You have insurance, you have banking, you have private banking. There's so many different, all these people will have different motivation to attend your event. So you need to really understand what their motivations are and what's the benefits for them. Taking a couple of days out of your time, even if it's virtual, it's a huge commitment for somebody to then sit in front of a laptop or leave the office for 3 days. You really need to justify that for them, to be honest. So just remember to lead with empathy-led marketing, and that actually talks to like human to human and not just this is what they need to hear, this is the business term, and this is what will interest them.